Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lesia and today I wanted to do for you a review of a newly released book that came out in the end of 2016 that will probably soon be on the radar of most readers, and this is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. So let's get into my spoiler-free review. The first impression that this book makes is really good, and the first impression is obviously due to the packaging of this one. The jacket is very beautiful and there are the Scythe's commandments on the back, but what I really liked is the execution of the hardcover copy, which is why you might want to look into buying it or getting it. It has these two scythes on the front of the cover, this gorgeous gold lettering on the spine. It says Scythe and the Neil Shusterman by Simon & Schuster, and it's really a gorgeously edited book. When I went into the book, I didn't know much more about it than the fact that there are going to be two apprentices to the Scythedom order and that they would have to compete for becoming a scythe who is a person responsible for executing death in this society, in this futuristic society. So that was all I knew, and basically that is the main gist of the book, so I was correct. The story is set in a futuristic society that I can't quite define as dystopian. It's not a utopia either, it is just an advanced high-tech society in which humans no longer have to die because the natural causes of death had been minimized to the point where they are not really occurring, so a person can live a very long, probably near to infinite life. But despite that, the humankind created the order of Scythedoms so that they could kind of control and limit the populace. And the Scythes are people who are above the law and order. They have their certain monthly and yearly quotas that they have to maintain, and they are free to choose whoever they wish to glean. Gleaning is the equivalent of killing in this book, and Scythes are basically limiting the amount of the people on the earth so that other species are not endangered and so that life actually has some finality. Scythes are widely respected, but they also remain these mystical figures about whom no one really knows that much, and the selection process for the people who get gleaned isn't really clear either, and this is the most fun part of the book for me. It was the process of getting to know how the Scythedom operates and how different scythes make their choices of who to kill and who to glean and how to maintain their quotas. Another detail that I quite liked about the book is that every scythe, upon joining the order of the Scythedom, has to pick his own name. He can base it on whoever he likes, a historical figure maybe or someone else. So for example, the scythe that starts this whole story is Scythe Faraday. The story follows two main characters. It's the girl Citra and the guy Rowan, who are both apprenticing for Scythe Faraday to become a scythe, which is a position that neither of them really wants, but they are both choosing, and this is another aspect that I really liked. They're choosing to apprentice so that they could compete for this honor. And we're following through their teaching process, through them looking at how the world works, through them having a glimpse of the Scythe order. And we as the readers are trying to figure out whether the order of the Scythes is immoral or moral or a gray area in between. And this is why I recommend this book so much. It's because while some people may think that it's black and white, in this book I have been able to see a lot of gray areas that I quite enjoyed the exploration. My favorite part of the book definitely was the Scythe order themselves, not so much our heroes, although their stories are definitely interesting as well. And the part I liked most is seeing how different scythes operate, and their differences really showed me a lot about the human nature, and this is why I was very impressed with Neil Shusterman's work. I gave this book 4 stars out of 5. The second book will be focusing on the artificial intelligence that is responsible for governing this futuristic world, called the Thunderbird, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, it's the Thunderhead. I'm confusing it with the browser Thunderbird. Anyway, the second book will be called Thunderhead, and I don't know if I suspect that our heroes of this book, some of them might be showing up in the later book as well, which is something that's very interesting to explore. A little excerpt regarding the Scythe so that you kind of know what it says on the back. It says the Scythe's commandments: thou shalt kill with no bias, bigotry or malice aforethought. Thou shalt grant an annum of immunity to the beloved of those who accept your coming, and thou shalt kill the beloved of those who resist. It gives you a bit of a dark vibe for the whole story, which is something that I really enjoy. So that was my spoiler-free section. If you have read this book, please let's discuss it in the comments. Just make sure to hide them under spoiler tags so that nobody else can be spoiled accidentally. And let me know if you guys want to see a spoiler review on this book, because I don't think that a lot of people have read it yet, so maybe I'll do it later or include it in the monthly wrap-up, so let me know how you feel about that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!